Hey Jam Fam, let's take God at His word today. Today we'll learn if God will punish people to teach them a lesson. Would He ever do it? Is it His heart to punish people so that they learn how to be on the right track, so they learn how to be holy, so they learn how to be righteous? Is it really the heart of the Father that He has to involve punishment in this covenant of grace to make sure that we come on the right track, to make sure that we are corrected? Is it really His heart? Let's learn. If we go to Luke chapter 15, one of my favorite chapters in the Bible, it starts off with this sentence that says that, tax collectors and sinners were gathering around Jesus to hear Him, to hear what He would say. So let's see what kind of content Jesus spoke in this. Was it condemning? Was it hinting them because you are a sinner and the next time you sin, God will punish you, or He'll keep punishing you until you come back on the right track? Because see, tax collectors were also in this bad books of people because they always kept cheating and they were also like sinners. And especially here it says that kind of people gathered around Jesus, the tax collectors and the sinners. So the kind of parables that Jesus spoke in this, that it's okay if you get lost, God will put opportunities in your life where you bump into His goodness and are transformed completely. The root is that He highlights the goodness of the Father, that He highlights that it's okay even if you're a sinner, it's okay even if you have gotten lost, or if you get lost in the future, God will find you. He'll create opportunities where you bump into His grace, into His love, where you will be transformed by it. But people, they think that God has to punish us. He has to give us sickness to teach us some lesson, poverty to teach us some lesson, hatred to teach us some lesson, condemnation to teach us some lesson. No, that's not the heart of the Father. Because especially in this covenant that we are in, the bond that we have with God, He doesn't have to punish to make us be on the right track, or to be holy, or to be righteous, right? Because now this is the covenant of grace, and also by faith, because you are saved by grace through faith, right? Faith is the root, not how hard you work, how much efforts you put to impress God. No, this is the covenant of grace, and the root of this is faith. Now if you see in Luke 15, it talks about the lost sheep, right? Here they say when one sheep gets lost out of the 100, the shepherd will go finding it. He leave the 99, he will go find the lost sheep. And it says that when he finds the lost sheep, he will put that lost sheep on his shoulders joyfully. Focus on this, it's joyfully. He doesn't get upset like, why did you get lost? Like, he doesn't show his anger, frustration that the sheep decided to run away or get lost or get on the wrong track. No. And what makes you think the good shepherd, Jesus, He's called the good shepherd, what makes you think that He would ever condemn you or punish you to teach you a lesson? If you actually read on the internet, I've been researching about this whole shepherd theory and everything, they link it to the Bible in a wrong way. They say the shepherd breaks the sheep's leg, puts him on his shoulder. Okay, so I was wondering, why does the shepherd have to break the sheep's leg? Apparently when you break one of the sheep's legs, the sheep cannot walk. So that means the sheep has to spend more time with the shepherd. So when the sheep spends more time with the shepherd can gain sheep's trust that it's safe to be with me, I can protect you from every harm, that I give you food to eat. That's what was written on the internet. I was so surprised that people were actually placing this whole scenario, this whole wrong notion about God. Even in this parable, they said that yes, God does punish you to teach you a lesson, to make you understand that God loves you, that God protects you, make sure you're on the right track. No, how does that even make sense? So is it necessary that you break to teach the sheep to be on the right track? No. Do you break your child's bones to teach him a lesson? No. You make him understand. And God, with His grace and mercies, makes us understand, right? I keep saying in almost every video that it's His goodness that makes us change. It's His goodness that transforms us, not this frustration, this breaking, this hurting, this punishment. No, God does not chastise us, because the chastisement was on Jesus for our peace. He took it. He took the punishments. Today we are transformed by His goodness and grace. Even David, he says in Psalms 23:4, yes, even though I walk through the valley of death, I will fear no evil. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Even though by your choice fall into this valley of shadow and death, His rod and staff will comfort you. He will still take the extra step to bring you out of it, even though you have gotten yourself into it. God will never blame you. He will get down to that level to help you. Even in this, your rod and your staff, they comfort me, He says. They correct me, He doesn't say. People on the internet also said the rod is used to discipline the sheep, to hit when the sheep goes wrong. No, the rod is to hit the wolf, the enemy. And the staff has like a hook kind of thing. So when the sheep falls down at the pit, the shepherd uses it to pull the sheep up. So David says, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So when there is enemy, there is attack and everything, God will use the rod to hit the wolf. The shepherd will use the rod to hit the wolf. And when you fall down, He will use the staff to protect you, to pick you up. Does it say you will correct me, you will condemn me, you will punish me? No, there is comfort in God. He always gives comfort. It's not to hit you, punish you, it's to hit the enemy. The rod is used. Don't get God wrong, my friend. He's the nicest you will ever meet. So my Jam fam, this is grace for you. God bless you.